Welcome to Modern Femme-ily with your host and resident lesbian, Cassie. Join her and our resident LGBTQIA plus ally, Molly, as they talk to women of all walks of life to discuss everyday matters of a woman's world. Join these lovely beauties every Friday at 8 p.m. to talk about hot topics, sensitive topics, but most of all, the real topics.
Hello, humans! We are live this evening, and I'm actually getting food delivery right as we speak. So hold please while the wife brings in my food. Why, thank you, love.
You're welcome, baby.
I have the best wife in the world. I'm a little partial, but that's just how it goes. So anywho, welcome to Modern Femme-ily, where you never know what's going to happen when we're live. We get food delivery. Sometimes a train goes past Molly's house and her dogs bark. You never really know. But we have missed you so very much. It has been several weeks again since we've been live, for very good reasons, which I'm sure we'll touch on in this episode. But if you are new, hi, welcome to Modern Femme-ily. If you are returning, thank you so much for coming back. We love you so very much. My name is Cassie, your host and resident lesbian. But I'm going to give you a quick disclaimer. So while we eat on the show, we also drink on the show, and we're a little loose-lipped on the show. So while we may look like ladies, some of our favorite words are 4 short little letters. So with that being said, now's your time to lock those kiddos in the bathroom, or my favorite, lock yourself in the bathroom, grab your favorite cocktail, mocktail, whatever you choose, and join us for the next hour while we talk about who knows what. But so before we get into anything crazy and our usual shenanigans, I'm going to bring out my lovely co-host that I'm so happy to be hanging out with tonight with all of you. So let me bring out my lovely friend, Molly.
Can we talk about how we're back and we're live?
I'm so happy.
I know. Hello, friends.
Right?
Oh, yes, I know. It's been a while because I had to travel.
And that's okay. Stuff happens.
Yeah. Yeah. We had a little bit of a scare in my family. So I just kind of flew home just to be home. But everything's good now. So
yeah. I always said to everyone when I, posted about the show, I was like, we welcome Molly back to the East Coast, back to Pennsylvania.
I know.
Because you were on the West Coast.
I was in Oregon and I loved it, right? It was so nice. Except for I got a fucking stomach virus that lasted for 5 days. That was the worst thing in my entire life. For 2 days, it was like legit. I had food poisoning, stomach cramps, just awful.
That's horrible.
Yes. So the idea of like what I had planned when I got there did not manifest itself. Yeah.
That's like the worst.
Seriously.
Random, there are honey packets in the food that I got, and one of them is sticky. That's why I just made the face that I made. I don't know why there's honey in there, but it's sticky. So
oof, it's like Fear Factor.
Right, stick your hand in a bag and pull this out, and I'm like,
you don't know what's in there. And it's like gooky.
Yeah, like I'm like, why? One of them must have leaked like in like the bin they had them in, and I'm like, ugh.
Yeah.
But yeah. So anywho, real quick before we jump into everything that we want to discuss, especially you being on the West Coast, you were sick for the 5 days that you were out there, which is never fun.
No.
But I want to tell everybody where they can find us real quick so we can jump into our
rambles.
Where
can they find us?
So
they can find us at
all of our WLFE affiliated networks, because that is where we are part of. So WLFE -db.com, their Facebook, which is WLFE DB Radio, and then they also have an LGBTQIA plus channel, because why? We fall under all of those beautiful umbrellas. Yeah. But you can find us on our social media, which is all Modern Femme-ily. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. It's all spelled the same way except for Instagram. There are no dashes between modern and then the E and the I in Femme-ily. So it's all squished together. But most importantly,
don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Yes, because you never know what's going to happen.
Because it's really fun.
It is. And you never honestly know what you're going to get with us.
No.
I mean, tonight I'm eating broccoli and macaroni and cheese and fried chicken.
We're controlled chaos. Just like
we are
oxymoron.
Yeah, that oxymoron is a great way to put our show. We are an oxymoron. That's just what it is.
But can we talk about how like traveling is just like the worst thing in the entire world? Like flying and traveling.
You mean like in general, or because of the panorama?
No, just in general. People? It's just awful. Because like you have people who are like really nice and considerate, and then you have people that are just dicks. And I can only put it that way because they just are.
Right. Ugh. Well, and I always said, like, especially during like this time in the world that we're dealing with. Sorry, hold on. I want to dump this out so I stop making noise because I'm driving myself crazy. Like during this time in the world that we're living in, it has brought out the worst in people. And I always said that if I fly during this time frame, which unfortunately I haven't, I was supposed to when somebody got married, but I was super sick for almost 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I always said I would get on the plane and I would look at the first person that I came across that was part of the crew and say, look, I am on your side. So if shit goes down, if I start swinging, please don't duct tape me to a seat. I am fighting for you, not against you.
Okay, so it's not like that bad, like how you see on like social media where these like you have like these crazy people on the plane. No, in the sense that it's just so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And then I had to sit, which I guess wasn't too bad, but like I had a 2-hour layover at one point. So then, like, you just get to your gate and you're sitting there. You're like,
what do I do now?
Yeah, I'm like, I fed myself, like, crap. But I did start watching some good shows, so.
Well, that's always good. I mean, it's nice when, because you traveled alone for this time.
Yes.
So when you're by yourself, you're like, I can watch what I want on my phone. And not have to worry about someone else. It's just me. Like, love our other halves, but it's just different. It's a whole different game when you travel by yourself.
Well, yeah, because really, I am not a fun traveler. It makes me very anxious. So when I get that type of anxious, I get really crabby, and irritated. So I get really snappy. So really, when Charlie and I travel, he kind of just takes over and like literally tells me where I need to be. Like he's like, follow me, and I'm like, okay, perfect.
So you can just be on autopilot the whole time.
Yep. Yeah. So he's great in that aspect when we travel, but it's when I have to like take control and like it just I don't like it and I think it's because like I don't know exactly where I'm going. Like when I land, like I don't know where I'm at, and that's very unsettling to me.
Right.
So Molly had like multiple panic attacks.
That's horrible.
Oh yeah, no, I do every time I travel. Yeah, it's just what it is, and I just like bear through it, pop some pills, do some extra things, and eat some donuts, and then
donuts,
right. And, just go through it. That's just how I travel.
I will say that I have never flown with my wife.
Oh.
Yeah. We've road tripped. Like we always,
right.
We drive to South Carolina when we go. We've gone to Massachusetts. Like, we've traveled all over, but I've never flown with my wife.
Oh.
So, and like when we've been together and I have flown, it was for work. So I always flew myself.
Right.
So yeah, I've never had to navigate an airport that neither one of us are familiar with together.
Yeah.
So that'll be a fun
experience.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just traveling just does that to me.
Yeah. So we're getting excuse me, love in the comments and it keeps popping up. So I want to say hello to our viewers because I've missed them so freaking much. Of course. Kat, hi. Hello. I missed you guys. Love you. Love you. Missed you. Mean it. Yeah. We need to have Miss Kat back on the show.
Oh, absolutely.
Reese, good evening, ladies. She said a little hello when she was dropping off dinner. Kat says, no, not you, Molly. Say it ain't so. About anxiety when traveling. I have a feeling Kat may have traveled with you a few times.
We road trip, and I'm a good road tripper. Like because I used to have to travel for like rodeos and stuff, so that's normal. It's the flying and the airports that just puts me over the edge. But I have come to Oregon and she has picked me up and like has seen me at the tail end of like I'm going to kill or die. Like
right.
I'm done.
Well, see, for me, it's hard because, you know, I do have bad habits that require me to go outside.
Right.
And when I'm in an airport, I can't just pop out and kill that craving.
Yeah.
So when I have more than like a 2-hour layover, I'm like, fuck it, I'm going out and I'm coming back in. Yeah. And go through security again. Like I've got enough time. I found my gate. I know where I'm going.
Yeah.
Like, so I think that's my dilemma when I fly is I can't just go
out. Right.
Get my nicotine fix, you know? Right. It is a horrible habit. I'm not promoting it in any way, but
but it is what it is. People do it.
Yeah. So
it's a fact of life.
Reese just put she says, when I was willing to fly places, I used to sit in a corner, set up a Disney or Pixar movie on the laptop, and giggle to myself as parents suddenly lost their kids. Can't tell you how many times I had to say, no, it's okay. They aren't bothering me. Okay, so you might be fun to take on an airplane trip, sweetie.
Right. Yeah. Well, and what's great now is like they have like most planes either have like free Wi-Fi and then you can play their like movies that they have, or they have like things displayed on the seat in front of you that you can watch.
I remember the first time I traveled for work was the first time I'd flown in a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
And I was baffled because I was like, this plane has Wi-Fi. This plane has a screen on the seat in front of me.
Right.
Like, this is freaking amazing. And then I came back and the plane didn't have jack shit.
And you're like, why? And then you get spoiled because you're like used to traveling that way, like not having anything. So you bring books, magazines, whatever, right? Yeah. But then you travel with something where you have a movie and you completely get lost in it. And that 6-hour flight just turns into about a 4-hour feeling, right?
Yeah.
And then you come back and you don't have it. You're like, all I have is a damn book?
Right? What is this shit?
And then you're like checking it's the worst. Yeah.
Yeah. This is a first world problem, my friends.
Yes, it is.
It is so true. But you know what? It's not our fault because I did not create planes. I did not put these amenities on them. So don't spoil me with them and then take them away.
Listen, right? I do have a lot of nice things, but like, don't take my nice things away from me.
Right?
Little.
Well, and I always have my phone for like my boarding passes and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always terrified my phone's going to die and I won't have my boarding passes.
Oh, right.
So,
yeah. No, I'm not really terrified of that. Because I usually, I am that preparer where my carry-on, I have a charger or, and a backup charger.
No, I always have a charger with me. However, I've been on planes that did have charging ports and didn't have charging ports.
Oh no, I'm
So-
taking like a backup charger battery thing.
Oh yeah.
Like a
Oh,
charge. Yeah. Like I'm
I've
that
taken-
person.
I've taken those too, and then I traveled with a coworker once, and he took one of them. So I had two backups because I was like, I downloaded like Reddit articles to read. Like I was prepared, right? And he's like, my phone's gonna die, and my passport, or not my passport, my boarding pass is on there. And I was like, fine, you can take my extra one. And then mine died, and I was like,
Right.
I'm gonna need that back, please. Yeah, because now my phone's gonna die.
Right.
The best part of flying is the abundant leg room on the plane. Yeah.
Well, yeah. So on the flight out there, I was able to upgrade to first class for $60, so I did it.
Fuck yeah, it's so worth it.
It so was, and it was the it was like the it was the 6 hour flight. Oh, it was so nice.
So worth it.
It was.
Yeah. Well, because
Yeah.
Charlie is the one who said the comment for those listening to our show. How tall is your husband?
I always get this wrong. Like I think he's 6'4", but I think he might be like 6'3", 6'2", but I always say he's 6'4". He's
tall as shit. Like
yeah. Yeah.
Like my wife and I are like 5'5", 5'6", right?
Yeah.
So even we struggle on some planes for leg room. So when you get someone who is like over 5'8", they're screwed. Like,
yeah. Well, and I'm 5'4", so like it's not totally bothersome until they lean their seat back. Then I'm like,
and
y'all fucked up my leg room. I had some, but now I don't have any.
I'm gonna be the adult kneeing your seat, not the child sitting behind you kneeing your seat.
I just think that's so inconsiderate. It's like
it is
because the planes are so small anyway, and like the space, and then you just like get out. I know it's uncomfortable, but we all are uncomfortable together. Like
right, we're all in this flying tin can together. Could you give me some room too, please?
I know.
Yeah. Well, and I don't know. Reclining a seat on a plane doesn't really do anything. At least I don't think it does.
I don't think
you
so
go from to
like right.
Not much of a difference there, people.
I know. I don't know. I mean, if there's like nobody behind you, by all means, please, yes, enjoy yourself, live your life. However, if somebody put their seat back while I was flying back home, so I made sure to shove everything I had in the like pockets just to constantly.
Yep.
Finally, he just like came up and I was. That's what I thought. Sure.
It's like you want to go, bro? You want to go?
Right.
I can passively aggressively make you put your seat out.
Exactly. Bless your heart.
Right.
Yeah.
I have a friend who travels quite a bit and sent me a picture. This was years ago. On a plane. Don't even know where they were going. Plane was empty. Like, and I get a picture of said person like lounged across the 4 seats. Like, I get like their legs and their feet, and I'm like,
what is happening? Right.
How is this even possible?
Yes.
There's nobody on the plane, so we're just making ourselves comfortable.
Yes, I have done that. Like, it was me and 2 other people on this plane, and we boarded, and they're like, shh, just buttoning everything up. They're like, all right, pick a seat. And we're like, for real? Okay.
Can I sit in the cockpit? Like, there's nobody here. Like,
I mean, and it wasn't like one of those like really nice like planes that had like first class, No, it just was like the puddle jumper planes, basically.
Right. Of course, those are always the ones that are empty.
And yeah, literally. But I was like, I got 2 seats to myself. Okay, like, I'll take
it. There was a flight. They had said like, this flight is completely booked. It is completely full. Mm-hmm. There will be no extra seats. There will be no room for you to move. And there was me on the aisle, a seat open, and then a girl about my age on the window. Okay. So we're sitting there and we're like, don't say anything until they close the door.
Right.
So we're sitting there and we're just kind of hanging out, and I'm, doing my thing, she's doing hers, and they say, okay, we're going to close the door and get ready for takeoff. And we were like, yes!
Right.
The only seat that did not get a person in it was the seat in between us.
Yes, isn't that always nice? I know.
I was like, great. Now, girl, we can share the middle seat. You can put your purse there. I can put my purse there.
Right. No, seriously.
It was great. But, Reese said that you're a savage.
Yes. Listen, I hate traveling. So when unpleasant people cross me, I become unpleasant as well.
I mean, you can only push so far. And I'm not going to like cold cock you in the middle of a plane, but I'm going to make sure you know that I'm not happy.
Exactly. Right. I either huff really loud so you know, like, I'm talking to you, or I just like start messing with your shit behind you.
Right.
Yeah.
Be the one that like get out your spray sanitizer and sneeze and just.
Right.
I mean, don't do that now. You'll be thrown in jail. But yeah.
No. It was fun though. It wasn't too bad.
So,
and I actually slept on one plane because I was like super tired, which I was really excited about. Because usually I don't sleep. Like I can't sleep on planes.
I usually can't either. My ears clog back up for some reason, and then like when I land, it's 100 times worse. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. So when you went to Oregon, I know you were sick, but did you did you do anything fun? Like
no.
I mean, the reason that you went wasn't 100% fun, but
right. No, but it was really great because I did we played cards and stuff. So my dad and I, and my mom, and it was a lot of fun. We laughed so hard, and so that was really good. And just spending time with them was really great.
Yeah.
But no, and that's the thing too. I was so mad because there were so many restaurants that I wanted to go to.
Right.
Like
being like home.
Yes.
Like, I want food.
Oh gosh. I did have a corn dog though, so that was great. I know. That's so weird, but like corn dogs back home are so good because you can just like get them at the gas station in like this heated glass thing, and they're fresh and they're good and they're so good.
I am not the one to judge. When I go to Sheetz or like Wawa or Rutter's, I get hot dogs. Okay,
I love corn dogs.
Yeah,
they're so good, and especially like fair corn dogs. Oh, because they're homemade batter, and it's so good. Oh gosh, it's so good. I can't. So good. Sorry.
We're gonna have to hit the fair this summer and
get
some corn dogs.
Yes.
Yeah. I was gonna. I'm low key not happy that you got sick, but I am because you constantly talk about this Mexican food.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, keep rubbing it in my face, bitch, because you didn't get to have it this time, and you can't be like, oh, I had it. It was so good.
I didn't, and it's so good, and it's still. I made sure it was still there.
I mean, that does suck. Like, I'm just kidding. Like, it sucks.
I know, but I did get to have Dutch Bros coffee, which is like my favorite. So
Dutch Brothers?
Yes.
We
at home, we call it Dutch Bros. You know, we originals.
The only reason I know what that is because I watched an episode of Undercover Boss.
Oh yeah,
it was their coffee franchise stuff.
Yeah. No, it's a really cool story. It's like two brothers. They were they owned a dairy farm in like, God, I'm drawing a blank. My sister went to school there. Klamath Falls, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah. And then and it's like this wholesome business model type thing. Like if you ever go to one.
Grants Pass.
Okay, well, kind of close.
Cat coming in with clutch. Coming in.
Yeah, I know. I seriously thought it was Klamath Falls. Anyway, so it's Grants Pass, but so at each house, and that's what it is. It's not really like or I shouldn't say house, but it's like a shack a mobile shack type thing, but it used to be mobile, but now so it's a drive-through, and then you can walk up as well. But everybody is super freaking friendly and like spends the time to like talk to you. So they never like rush you or anything. It's so great.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I love it. And every time I go there, I'm like, so, because they don't have like a really great menu. Like they have so many drinks. The menu sucks in the sense of like what they have. So every time I'm like, I want coffee, preferably like a shot, some latte, and like make it kind of sweet and iced. Go. And
right.
then make whatever, and it's so good every time. Yeah, it's so much fun.
I think we have something very similar, like based here. Again, I don't know where it is, and I just saw on Facebook that they're actually moving.
Oh.
So I'm not sure where they're going to be there either, but I think it's very similar. Like they have a drive-through and you can walk up to it as well, but it's all, yeah.
Yeah, we have those in Oregon, like on every single corner. So when I moved here and I was like, where's y'all coffee shop? And they're like, we got Dunkin' and we got Starbucks. Like, excuse me? Where's your home coffee shop? Where's your hometown coffee shop? Where? Because we have them everywhere.
And all the little ones that we did have, they're gone.
They're gone. Now there's just like one in town in Williamsport. That's really good.
Well, so you have those ones up there. Mine caught fire 6 months ago.
Right.
I have Sheets. And Sheets coffee is great, don't get me wrong, but every once in a while you want a Dunkin'.
I've never had Sheets coffee, actually.
It's actually pretty good. And they have a really nice selection of what you can get. So
I'll have to try it. I've had their milkshakes because, girl, sometimes you just need a milkshake.
Every time I went there and had a craving for something sweet, they had their Swedish fish and their Sour Patch Kids shakes. I wanted a Swedish fish. Got bitter beer face over there. I wanted their Swedish fish milkshake.
Yeah.
I wanted it, damn it.
Right.
Every time I went there, they were out of whatever it took to make it.
It's like McDonald's and their milkshake machine.
Right. Every time you go to McDonald's, their milkshake machine. Their ice cream machine is broken. They want to have ice cream on your menu.
I'm like, what they want?
Right.
Yeah. But apparently, I think it's because like those milkshakes have a thing in them that only one company makes, and they have to send their techs out to fix it. Gotcha. It's like in this patent, blah 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 blah. Watched it in a documentary, pretty cool stuff. And that's why it's like they're super broken, like they're broken, and it takes forever because it takes forever for the techs to come out because there's like not that many.
Right. There's 4 billion McDonald's.
Right.
And 4 techs.
Literally.
I will say that I'm super happy that McDonald's locally always makes sure that their milkshake machines work when it's Shamrock Shake season. Listen.
I had 2.
I would be I think I had 3 or 4.
They're so good.
Yeah. So good. And I'll be good and not eat ice cream for, 6 months and then, or a year. And Shamrock Shake season comes around and I'm like, I'd like one every day, please. Thank you.
And I don't get them from anywhere else. Like every other place has like come out with their own version.
Yep.
And like, let's be honest, of course I've tried Shamrock Shake.
Yeah. Well, I said to the wife that Sheets, I was like, oh, they have like their own version of Shamrock Shake. She's like, yeah, I don't know.
It's just different. It's not the same because I'm expecting a certain taste.
Yeah.
And then it's not there. So I'm like, it's good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to down it. Like if you hand it to me, of course I'm going to drink it. However, I won't choose it for myself.
Right. This is not a Shamrock Shake.
Right.
Yeah. Excuse me. So before we go to commercial break, your loving husband says Julie's Tea House, Alabaster Sawhorse Back House.
Sawhorse. I forgot about that.
Didn't Sawhorse just move?
I don't know.
I've been to Alabasters. They have really good stuff.
Right.
I haven't been there in a very long time, but
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure a friend that we work with knows the owners of Sawhorse, I think.
I have some really good friends that, like, he's a manager at Alabaster's.
Nice. Yeah.
Freaking cool place.
Yeah, I haven't, like I said, it's been years since I've been there, but
Yeah.
one of my best friends from high school, anytime they go for coffee, that's where they go.
Yeah.
I mean, they hit Dunkin' or Starbucks as well, but if they go for coffee, that's where they go.
Yeah.
And Charlie said no, he doesn't think they moved. I swear I saw something on Facebook, but maybe it wasn't that. Maybe it was something else.
I don't know.
Who knows?
Of the book. So.
You're not on the face of the book.
No.
I scroll through a lot. I don't post on my personal page a whole lot.
Yeah.
I post for the show and I scroll through to keep tabs on like certain friends, and then I'm just like, okay.
Right.
Let's go to TikTok.
Yeah, I really like TikTok.
I'm a little addicted to TikTok.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah.
So what are you gonna do?
I mean, if they start charging for it, I may pay for it. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm that crazy person.
How else am I gonna get my serotonin or my like freaking, what is it? Endorphins.
Right. You gotta get the dopamine pumping somehow.
Thank you. That's what I needed.
Got you. Got it. But I've literally like had to say, hey, dummy, put your phone down. It's midnight and you have to get up in 6 hours. Go to sleep.
Sorry, I'm seeing if it's expired.
I see. Is your beer bad? Did it skunk?
I don't know.
I'm curious. Is that a PA thing or is that like an everybody thing?
Yeah,
Say
I have
that
no
your
idea
beer
what you
skunked.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
Must be a PA thing.
A lot of things are. Listen, this is a funny story. When I first moved here, I had no idea about a lot of the things that people say here. So, like, I remember I was working and someone was like, oh yeah, me and so, we were just out in the field and we were just shooting shit. And I was like, what? What? You're shooting shit? Like cow patties? Like what? Why? And she's like, no, we're just shooting the shit.
We were talking.
Please. I don't know what that means. And she's like, no, we were just like talking. And I was like, oh. So you're like bullshitting.
Yeah. You're like, why didn't you say that? She's like, I did.
I know. Like, that's so weird. I've heard, people say that. And I was like, that's so weird. And then another time, this was really funny. And my parents just let me go through this. We went to a restaurant and they did have a patio, right? And it was raining. And I ordered like this sandwich. And she said, do you want it? The waitress, she said, do you want it in the garden? And I was like, it's raining outside. I don't want to go sit outside. And she's like, what?
And like, that was here?
Yes. And I was like, I just would prefer not to go outside. So no, I don't want it in the garden. And she's like, basically gave me the look of, no, bitch, what do you want on your sandwich?
Right. No, dumbass. Do you want lettuce, tomato, and onion on your sandwich?
And my parents were just they were laughing so hard. Because at this point, I hadn't moved here yet. I was just visiting. So they just thought it was the funniest thing. They had been here for a while, so they knew it, like the dialect a little bit better.
Right.
So I embarrassed myself a little bit because I was like, oh, sorry. No tomato.
Well, that'd be like if you went to Philly and ordered a cheesesteak from like one of the big cheesesteak places and they were like, with or without?
I know. I'm like, I don't know what that means. What?
Do you know what that means?
No.
With or without?
No.
With onions, without onions.
Oh.
And then do you want whiz?
Yeah,
like, see, with or without or whiz?
When Charlie orders from, like, because he likes Philly, like that's one of his favorite cities. And
Charlie and I should go to Philly. We speak the same language.
Right. He goes and I think he orders the whiz, and it just does not. I was like, is he commenting? I'm sure he
This is my man, my main man, Whit Wiz always. Yes.
Okay, so he does, and it just doesn't look appeasing.
Yeah, see, even Cat, Whit. Yeah. Yeah.
No, I guess I am naive to what that is.
Well, in all fairness, you're not really a cheesesteak eater, so
No, I'm not. It's not my favorite kind of meat. I feel like it's just the texture.
Yeah, so
sometimes I'll take a bite of something and I'm like, okay, I can do it. And then about bite 3, I'm like, nope. Now I remember. Now I remember.
Can't do it. Nope.
Yep.
Well, on that beautiful note, folks.
Oh, I know. We went 5 minutes over.
It's 8:35, so we are going to hop into a quick commercial break. It will not take us very long. And then we're going to come back and talk about who knows what for the remainder of our show, because that's just how we roll. And in all honesty, I have to find our commercial. Yes. Let's see. Where'd it go? There it is. Found it. Be right back.
Hey guys and dolls, this is Casey DeVille, the better half of DeVille Inc., Baltimore, Maryland. If you're ever in Baltimore, stop in and see me and Tony. Invisible Brie, 5920 Eastern Avenue, Baltimore, Maryland, 21224. Give us a call if you're in the area, 410-400-9641, or look us up on the web at DeVilleInc.com. DeVille Inc., where we specialize in you.
Try again, buddy. Try again. Yay! Okay. Oh yeah, good job. Oh.
Oh, yeah. Life just got sweeter now that WLFE-DB has merchandise. Show your support by purchasing your t-shirts for WLFE, Paratalk Radio, Inside the Drag Closet, and more. But it doesn't stop there. T-shirts, coffee mugs, tanks, buttons, cloth bags, and more. Go to WLFE-DB.com. On the top bar, click on the merchandise tab and bam, there you go. You got merch. Support the shows. WLFE-DB.com. You're listening to WLFE-DB Radio. Now back to our program.
Hello.
And we're back. What's funny though is I forgot how long our commercial was because we haven't been doing it live for a hot second. Right. And I usually do my bad habit of smoking a vape right until the last second, and I just didn't time it very well.
That's okay. I was sitting here checking my phone. I had text messages. I had emails. My wife is messaging me from the living room because she got a salad for dinner, and it looked delicious, and it was like bigger than my head. Ooh. Like it looked really good. And she's like, I said, it looks good. She goes, it was at least half of it. I only ate half of it.
Oh my gosh.
So love her. That'll be my lunch tomorrow because she probably won't eat it.
Well, I have a hamburger waiting for me.
Ooh.
It's like, what is it called? I can't remember. Charlie, help me out.
I
Oh!
was just
It's the Daily Double, and you get lettuce, like a full thing of lettuce, like
okay.
a thing like not like shredded lettuce, mayo, a tomato, and like big onions.
Ooh.
It's so good, and you can only get them at like some McDonald's. Yeah.
Okay.
So I have
I
one of
don't
those
know if we
waiting
have
for
those
me.
down here.
I don't know, but we have them up here in South. So.
Reese just told me she's in banishment, so I'm not messaging her in the living room. I'm messaging her in her banishment room, aka our bedroom. So I mean, she's got a big comfy bed to lay on. She's not like in the basement tied to the wall.
Right.
Like she's not being tortured. While we were on break, we got a comment that I'm gonna share because it's just that good. But before I share that one, Kat says when I come to visit, Charlie and I are going on cheesesteak frenzy with Cassie and Race.
Right.
There you
go.
So there. Molly, you can come with us. We'll just have to get you something else.
I mean, I'm sure they have good mozzarella sticks. That's what I usually get. And, freaking love mozzarella. So.
Again, some of our favorite words are curse words. And this is not a curse word, but some people may be offended by it, but I don't care. I'm putting it up. My wife just said, Rex just put his penis on your sleepy clothes. Rex is our dog. So apparently he's cuddling with my sleepy clothes and just put his dinky right on it. Thanks, buddy. Jerk. That's what I get for having a male dog. Throws himself around. He's the only male in the house. He's like, I gotta assert my dominance somehow. Asshole. So anyway, we were talking before the show. Sorry, I'm trying to eat some of my chicken because I'm still starving.
Yeah.
We were talking before the show, we missed Easter. We missed holidays.
Oh yeah, the holidays.
Holidays. And confused.
I know. Yeah.
So yeah. I thought about it when you went home.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, if your family wanted you to come for Easter, they really could have just invited you. Like, they didn't have to have all this issue and turmoil. Right? Like, they could have just been like, "Hey, Molly, you want to come out for the holiday?"
Listen, but I did hit up some dispensaries, so that was great.
I mean, legal in Oregon, so party like it's 1999. Wasn't that the song?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah. By print, all right? I don't know. You know what? I'm not gonna quote anything because I actually don't know. I'm like really one of those really bad people when you have trivia and it's like music. Oof, I'm so sorry. You either have to have Charlie or my sister on your team and you'll be golden. Me, not so much. I'm so sorry.
If I have to remember the name of the song, nope.
I can't even remember. I don't know the names. I can sometimes tell you the chorus. Yeah. That's what I get from me. And there's certain songs, yes, I know who they are and like who sings them, right?
Right.
But when we used to travel, my dad and sister used to play this game. They put on like the classic radio, and at that time it was like the 70s and 80s rock. Mm-hmm. And they would play like who sings this song, and they would just go back and forth and they would know it, right? And then they'd be like, just because they knew I wouldn't get it, Molly, who sings this song? So finally, and I would like try my darndest, right? Try my hardest to I'd like concentrate and I'd like, oh my gosh, I kind of know this, but I'm not really sure. Is it this person? So then I was like, F it. I'm a clock that is stopped is right one time a day or twice a day.
Facts. Okay? Yep.
So Journey. Molly, you sing Journey. About, I don't know, 35% of the time I was right. So there you go. I
am a Journey fan.
Oh yeah, I freaking love Journey. But yeah, that was my go-to. So now it's the joke in the family. Anytime there's a song that's on, Molly, who sings this? Journey.
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been watching. It's like Name That Tune. I think it is on
Okay.
I think it is.
Okay, I'm the worst.
And I'll be singing along, knowing the song, minding my own
Yes.
business. They're like, "What's the name of it?" And I'm like,
I have no idea.
"Couldn't
what was
tell
so
ya."
Oh my gosh, we went to Quizzo one time, right? And it was like this music one, and it was like this old, like, kind of blues grassy kind of music.
Mm-hmm.
And I was singing along, and nobody knew the songs, like, at all. And they're like, "Molly, you're singing along. Who sings it?" I have no idea. I can't tell you, but I'm like singing every word. Like, I'm so sorry. I have no idea who sings this song. The next one would come on. Oh, I know this one.
Right?
Who sings it? I don't know.
Couldn't tell you.
Can't tell you.
I can tell you the
Yes.
chorus.
Yep. I
See-
can tell you what word's coming next, but I
Right?
don't know who sings it.
So, like, for me, because I'm a singer, I can
Right.
listen to a song like twice and know every word. It's just one of my hidden talents.
I do that. Yeah.
Don't ask me what it's called. I don't know.
Yeah.
But my very secret hidden talent, and Reese will attest to this, she can put on a movie,
Mm.
and within like 10 seconds of the very opening part of the movie, some don't even take 10 seconds. Some I can do in like 2 to 3 seconds. And I'll be like, "Oh, this is such and such." And she'll be like, "What the hell?"
Yeah. I don't know.
Like, when was the last time you watched the movie Beethoven?
Oh my gosh.
Right?
In the 90s, we'll say.
Right. Long ass time ago, right?
Yeah.
She put it on, this was a few months ago. She put it on within the first 5 seconds of the opening of just the warehouse. I went,
Yeah.
"Oh, it's Beethoven." She goes, "How the fuck did you know that?"
I don't know.
It's Beethoven.
Yeah.
There's one movie I can get from the very opening note of the very opening song. And that's because it's my all-time favorite movie. But she tried to stump me one night. She turned it on. Literally the first strum of the guitar, I was like, "Oh, it's A Walk to Remember." She was like, "What the hell?" I was like, not even looking at the TV. I was just like, so now it's a game in our house. Like, she'll put on a movie, my back will be to the TV, and she'll be like, "How long is it going to take you to know what it is?" And I'll be like, "It's such and such." And she's like, "Damn it." She
Right.
stumped me a couple times, but those
Yeah.
are movies that I have never seen.
Right.
I'm like, that's not fair. You can't ask me if I've never seen it.
Right.
That's not fair.
My, like, thing that I can do is tell you what movies those actors that we're watching have been in.
Okay.
Like other movies, yeah. Or like TV shows. I'm really good at that too. In the sense of like, oh, he played like this random weird detective on this show.
All right.
Yeah.
So I have a feeling that like you, Charlie, Reese, and I, if we went
Yeah.
to Quizzo, we would be golden. We'd be the team to beat between the four
Right.
of us.
Well, because Charlie also has sports. Like, I
Oh.
know nothing, Jon Snow. Nothing. No, nothing.
Yeah, I know very limited about sports.
No, nothing.
I'm a very
if
bad
it's
lesbian when
rodeo,
it comes to
yeah,
that.
I could probably hash it out. Anything other than no. Mm-mm. I don't know. No idea.
I look at it this way. When I was in high school, our sport of high school was basketball. We did not have a football team. So I didn't get into football when I was in high school.
Weird. That is so weird to me.
Yeah.
We're kind of also cool.
We're pretty much the only school in the area that doesn't have a football team.
Do they still not have a football team to this day?
Nope.
Is there just like not enough people?
No, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, my graduating class was 69 people. We were the largest graduating class at the time. And everybody graduated.
Oh my goodness. See, yeah, mine was like 78. So yeah, I didn't have, but we still had.
Nope.
To be fair, though, we started with like 127 something, but like, or 27 something, 120 something. However, that's how many people moved or dropped out.
Gotcha. Yeah. No. Well, so there's a few factors in that. Like, we don't have enough people, or we didn't have enough people back then. and I'm assuming they
Right.
don't now anymore either. But also, we didn't have the room for it. We didn't have the space, and someone actually offered to pay for it and have it put in and do all of that kind of stuff, pay for the insurance, everything. And the school was like, that would be great. We wouldn't have any people to play it.
Right.
You know, and when I was in school, not to date myself, but it wasn't common for girls to play football.
Right.
So whereas like now you'll have girls playing, you know, full on tackle football, go girls, like kick some ass. Back then, girls didn't do that. So they were like, we've got 12 guys and 6 of them are in band and chorus. I don't think they're going to play football.
Right.
That's not their jam.
Right.
So yeah, but as far as I know, they still don't. So when it came to like being into sports and watching sports, yeah, no. Mm-mm. And not to mention, I grew up in the middle of nowhere in the country. So our sport of choice for the most part was NASCAR.
Oh, yeah. No.
I've never been a NASCAR fan. Like, I mean, I would be like, oh yeah, I like NASCAR because my dad did, and I was like 6.
Right.
But as I got older, I would literally say to my mom, why are you going to a race? This is stupid. Like, they drive around on a circle.
So, I mean, listen, I get you do your sports. I just don't, you know, and some people think it's so fun and that's awesome.
Right.
And, you know, I might have a good time if I'm there and I have like a beer and a hot dog in my hand, maybe. But yeah, but some people have a really good time. So you do you, boo.
Do you? Yep. Well, that's my mom was like, the only reason I go is because we drink all day and I get to watch cars crash. I'm like,
there you go.
Okay. I mean, and then she came home one trip completely sunburned to hell, and I was like, bet you won't do that again, will you?
Been there, done that.
Yeah. But real quick, we had a comment pop up, and I wanted to say hello to this person. Hello, Alicia.
Oh, listen. You know what's so funny? I was literally thinking about her. I was like, we have got to get her. It would be so much fun.
Yeah.
Let's just do it. Come on. Let's plan it. Yes, have her on the show.
Girl, we'll send you the link. Fun. Let's go.
Yeah, seriously. I know.
But I was thinking about it because her TikTok is blowing up.
Right. Well, that's so great for her. That's
absolutely.
So, yeah.
Well, when I'm catching her lives and like, you know, stuff like that. And I was like, just one more platform for her to get her face out into the world where she wants to be.
Well, and I just think it would be fun.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I feel like we should have her on here and have her do makeup tutorials for us and us try to do them.
Oh, because she's so good. Yeah.
Right. That girl can beat her mug like no other.
I want her to teach me how to do like eyebrows.
No, for real.
Yeah.
She's done my eyebrows like twice and I'm like, they will
and
never
I love
look like
them every single time.
Yes.
Because I don't really she gives me like an arch because I like that like the commanding look, right? The look.
Right.
And she like this.
I got a brow lift just by her doing my eyebrows.
I know.
Yeah. Well, and it's like she has like a regular number 2 pencil and an eraser, and she's like
seriously,
you look flawless.
I know.
I hate you. And she also has that super young skin because she's only like 21, 22, and like she's still snatched to the gods. And I'm like,
skin. I know, and like I still have it. Don't get me wrong, but I can tell. I can tell that it's not my 20 skin anymore.
Right. We're about to the age of, not that anybody needs it, where I'm like, I just need a little something here, a little something here, like a little something down here.
Yeah. Just moisturize away.
Right. She said, Cassie, I want some. You want some chicken? Come on down, girl. You know where I live.
Woo! I am playing with rubber bands and I have broken 4 of them so far. And I've made that sound twice. And
I was going to say, what are you doing?
I'm playing with rubber bands.
But you know what? I'm glad I'm not the only one who does that because when we're talking, like I'll play with my fork. Like you've seen me like with my fork.
Yeah, I have to fidget. Yeah.
I am definitely
oh my gosh, yeah. No, it's you're releasing your kind of like pent up energy.
Well,
That's science, folks.
right there, proven
Oh,
fact.
legit.
When I started public speaking, that's where what I would do. I'd always have something in my hand because that would
Yeah.
take the nerves away from my public speaking.
Well, because I am a pretty good public speaker. However, in the right condition. I remember I was taking a class and they had a podium, and that's the best because I can put my stuff and then I can sit there and go like this if I need. This is my thing. I don't know. This is what I do. And without people knowing it.
Yeah.
But when you take that away and you can, and I don't know what to do with my hand.
Molly's turns into a statue.
Yeah. Yeah. So
I think this has a lot to do with like being in theater and singing and dancing. When I went to public speaking, I was like, I can't do this. Right.
Yeah.
Like this is out of my comfort zone. I could sing whatever in front of thousands of people. Been there, done that. But public speaking, I was like, I can't do this. I can't do this. And then I got better and better. And like you said, behind the podium, I was fine. And somebody put a mic in my hand and was like, I'm going to need you to host this show in front of hundreds of people. And I'll be like,
my goodness.
What?
Excuse me?
And then I did it. And I turned into a freaking sailor and I cursed everybody out. And after that show, they were like, would you like to host more shows?
There you go. That's so
I was like,
fun.
I guess I was better at it than I thought I was going to be.
Right. That's so fun.
Yeah, sure. Reese, I'm not going to pop it up, but she just said, I'm not a public speaker until I'm drunk.
Well, listen, liquid courage.
Hell yeah.
Liquid courage.
Sometimes
I have
you
drank
just need a little extra.
A beer and a half, I would say. And this is how much I'm a lightweight. My face is starting to get hot. Yeah.
Let's not talk about lightweight, okay?
But this is what I'm saying, though. So that means, like, I can go out and have a good time, and it's not going to cost me $1 million. And that's super exciting.
No, girl, it cost me 20.
Right?
Like, well, I lied. When we went out for my birthday, for the two of us, she had 3 drinks. I had 3 drinks and 2 shots of tequila.
Mm-hmm.
It was $100.
Well, like, for 2 people, I mean, that's $50 each.
But I mean, it did include tip as well, so that's not bad.
That's not too bad.
And we're pretty heavy-handed with tipping when we're sober, so when we're drunk, it's even worse. Congratulations,
yes,
you just got a lot of money off us.
Oh my gosh, my friend is like that so bad, and she used to carry cash with her. She would just like, and it would be just like everywhere. It wouldn't be in a spot. It would just be like wherever. And she would just hold it out and there'd be wads of cash and she just throws it down and like leaves. I'm like, no.
You just gave that person.
That's not yours. That's not yours.
No. $65 for a $4 drink.
Legit. Yes. I'm like, I'm gonna pocket this 20 because I'm taking care of your ass all night. So this is mine.
This tip is mine. You can have the rest.
Yes.
That's great. Well, unfortunately, Molly, it is 8:58.
I know. It went by so fast.
Yeah. I mean, I've been mowing down on my food, so I hope y'all enjoy watching that. Sorry about your luck. I was hungry and it didn't come till late.
Right. It's okay though.
And Molly was trying to figure out if her beer was bad.
So and for folks that were worried, it's not.
Good.
I just particularly forgot I don't like this beer.
Oh.
But I'm gonna drink it because it's open and it's beer.
I mean, no shame. My chicken's
and
cold, but I'm still eating
wasteful.
Yeah. No. So.
Yeah.
So we always end our show, if you're new, on something good or happy or that we're proud of, or we just want to, be thankful for.
Share.
Yeah. So I'm going to give Molly the option to go first. I do already have mine. So if you'd like me to go first, I will.
Well, no, I'm just glad that, when I made it safely to Oregon, and I was able to spend that time with my parents because I hadn't seen them since the wedding, which doesn't seem that long, but I like my parents.
Right.
So,
Right.
So that was really great. And then, of course, the great health for my mom. So yeah, I'm thankful for that.
Yeah.
Just
No,
like,
definitely. I'm so glad you got to see your parents. I know
Yeah.
you're super close with them, so I'm glad you got to go see them.
yeah, me too.
So for me, I've had conversations the past few days with a very old, near and dear friend of mine. And I'm not going to say any gender remarks. I don't want to put anything out there. But I am so proud of them and the leaps and the bounds that they have come through and where they are today and what they are doing tomorrow. Not tomorrow, but in the future tomorrow.
Right.
It's so nice to see someone who has been buried in burden thrive.
Right.
You know, I'm just so proud of them.
Absolutely.
So yeah,
That's so
you
cool.
if you're
Well, and like, I think I might know who you're talking about.
you do.
Okay.
We talked
Well, and
about
then
that person earlier.
And then the work also that was put in.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
In just making them a great person.
Right. So if you are watching, I know you, and you will know that I'm talking about you.
Right.
But yeah, I'm just so proud of you, and I love you, and
That's so
I can't
cool.
wait to see where everything takes you because you deserve the moon. So, but yeah. So anyway,
There's
let's
that.
tell them where they can find us real quick before we, burst into tears or get super drunk and just do whatever we want. So make sure you check us out on WLFE-DB.com, their Facebook, which is WLFE-DB Radio, and their LGBTQIA+ page, because why? We fall under all of those beautiful umbrellas. But more importantly, make sure you check us out on our social media.
Yep.
Work. Thank you. I'm not even drinking alcohol and I can't get the buttons to work. Check us out on our Facebook, Instagram, and our YouTube, all spelled the exact same way that you see up there. Except for Instagram, there are no dashes anywhere. It's all one squished together word. But
don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, my friends.
yes,
let's do that.
Yeah, because you'll never know when our dysfunction junction takes out from the station. Okay.
No, seriously.
Yeah. But we are an interactive podcast. We usually stream every Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. However, sometimes we do have to do pre-recorded shows or pre-record the episode for the week due to schedule conflicts. But if you're not able to comment or put questions or show ideas or anything in the comments, or you're just not comfortable, feel free to hit us up at our email, which is modernfemily@gmail.com. So, yeah. But anywho, it was so good to spend a Friday evening with you. So I love it, Molly. I love being live with you. It's so much fun.
I know, right?
But until next week, our lovely humans, we will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.